wondered what my full scrapbook process looks like? Well, today, creative friends, I thought it might be fun if we scrapbook together. This video is in real time and I'll be creating a scrapbook layout from start to finish. Today's focus is on layers and embellishment clusters, so go grab some supplies and come and create with me. Today, I'll be working with Pink Fresh Studios' Lovely Blooms collection. I have so many pretty supplies in this line. I can't wait to get into those. And here's a look at the photo that I'm working with. Yes, it's one of me. I do have a plan, so we better get started. I'm going to create the background first. And I did want to work with a white background, but I did have this pattern paper here. So it is a wreath. I'm not going to be using the wreath for this page, so we are going to have to cut that one out. I just want to create a frame. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is trim it to be true 12 by 12. So I'll do that so I know exactly what I'm working with. There we go. And then I'm going to, normally I would do an inch in, but I'm concerned that the inch in might actually trim out part of the wreath, and I don't want that. So let's just do this. Let's hack this a little bit, shall we? I need a hole. I need to start with a hole. Maybe I just need something to get started. That'll work. Let me move this. Okay. Can I get in there? Yes. And I think I will just, for speed, if I was maybe not doing this in real time with you, I might take my time and actually cut this out more properly. But for now, I don't need this part. I'm going to save this for another project. Oh, it doesn't want to, I don't want to, let's go that way. There we go. That's got it. Once we get started a bit, I think we'll be all right. Oh, stiff. It's because the paper's stiff. You know what? It's these scissors. I don't actually really like these. These are better. Especially for fussy cutting. These are really, really good. There we go. That's better. Oh, it's already better. Okay. So I'm just going to trim this all out. It's going to look very messy from the back, but we'll ignore that. Just going to go there, around there. So you could use this one as a full wreath, like you could just fussy cut it out as one piece, like around the edge here. But I wouldn't mind even fussy cutting just out all the separate elements. I think I'd have a bit more flexibility with them that way. We'll see. That's a question for another day. Okay, and now this I need to trim slightly as well. I find the nice measurement for this is actually around 1 centimeter. I'm going to go 1 centimeter and a bit off of two sides. So two opposite sides. So that one and then that one. Let's see. I think that will work. It's going to be subtle because it is white, but it does have that stripe. Yes, I like that. Let's get that glued down. Now, I only put a little bit of tape on this for a couple of reasons. It's easier to position it when it's not fully taped up. If you've got tape everywhere, as you place it over the top, it tends to stick to the tape because that's what tape does. And I like to just check that it's all good. And the other thing is I will stitch around the edge. When I go to finish the layout, I will stitch around this edge, and sticky tape and sewing machines are not friends. They don't get on at all. So it's actually better when I have less. So that's that. Now I did also have, there was another sheet of pattern paper. Let me find it. This one. I like the idea of using this. So I think I'm going to, again, trim this to 12 inches. So we've got a clean cut on this side. Oh, actually, I probably don't even need to measure it. I only tend to measure it when I know I'm using it as a frame, like as a base for my page. This will no longer be a base. And now I can fussy cut this out. This is going to be part of my paper layers. And I'm going to build from this, I think. I do like to start with something that is quite large. It just makes like a bit of a, it's like a base. So if you haven't seen already my video on the cake method that I have for layered clusters, this is actually the base of my cake. I'll leave a link to it below. Yeah, so this is going to be the cake base, which is always quite large. If you imagine a giant wedding cake with 12 tiers, the bottom tier is obviously the biggest and is quite large in relation to the top tier. There we go. Yes, so it's going to maybe something there, I think. What I might do, I think I might trim out this little center part too. Why not? It's sort of like a rainbow. I'm wondering if it's, I want to go this side because I'm finding it easier to see the line of where I have to cut. Whereas if I go this side, see how the line's blocked? I have to go this way. So I do want to go this way, but it's going to be a bit trickier as we go around the corner here. I do angle the scissors a little bit so that I can see, and just go slow. Little cuts and slow around here. There we go. That looks good. I'm just trying to keep like an even amount of distance away from the line all the way along. I'm not going right on top of the line. I actually want that little tiny gap there. I want that there. Okay, great. Yes, I think that's better. It's not quite so heavy now, which is silly because that's white and that's white, but I think it might be the texture. And my brain, just might be the way my brain works. Okay, so I think I want that somewhere there. What I am going to do though for this page, oh, actually, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to build this top section separate to the base because I might want to add mixed media. I'm still not 100% sure I want to do that, but I want to have the option for that if I so choose later on. I'm just going to use a little bit of washi tape to secure my stitching. I have mounted my photo and stitched around the edge, and I have also taken the center of this paper out because I really love this paper and I don't have very much of it left, and I thought I might be able to punch a few things from like my paper punches out of it. Okay, so I also need some foam here. And some of you are going to think this is crazy, but I actually like my foam to be pretty square. So what I actually use my T-square ruler to measure it. It's not perfect, but I just like it to be square. And I just use the scissors to mark the line of where I want to go. I don't do it all the time. Like see here, obviously I did cheat when I did that part. But seeming we're not live, real time. Seeming we're scrapbooking in real time and you get to see my full process. I wanted to show you that. I know, it just makes the placement on the back a bit easier. It means there's less waste and it fits in there beautifully. Okay, we need some tape. I like this wide stuff because I think it covers quicker. And yes, I cut my tape. I know you can tear it. I choose not to tear it. I like to cut it. Okay, I think I'll just put 3 on there for now. And I do like to have this ready to go. I often will mount my photo. I think it's nice way to separate it from any of the embellishing that we're going to do, which will go underneath it, just to raise it up a little bit. There we go. And I will put this on here too so that it's ready to go, because as we build the cluster, I don't pull everything up. I actually, once I get things into position, I try to reduce any kind of movement. Like I pick them up and glue them down. I try and scooch the glue underneath. You'll see that as we go along. Okay, top layer is going to get 4. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out at this point the structure for the page, and I am thinking several steps ahead. So option 1 would be to put the rainbow, let's call it a rainbow, it is of sorts, the rainbow here. And then I would have my clusters maybe here and here, possibly. Or I can keep the photo there and have the rainbow here and have the clusters here and here. I kind of feel like I want to do that. I feel like that would be good. Okay, so now we need to start on the clusters. I'm going to work with the biggest elements first. I know I want florals because, hello, florals. And I do have, I bought a second pack of this ephemera because it's beautiful, this floral ephemera. I only had a few pieces left from the first pack that I was working with. So I did actually shout myself a whole second pack. So we got lots of options here. I am going to pull out and disregard any of the red. I don't want that, but this is our color scheme. So the green, the peach and the blue. And I'm going to find biggest pieces to work with first. So what I will also do is I will immediately go to exclude things. So I know that I want to work with all of these colors, though that one doesn't have all the colors, so it's already gone. These ones here, these red ones, again, I don't want just red, so I'm going to remove those. This one's got red and peach on it. I'm also thinking ahead and thinking maybe that could be a good combo for a layout, so I want to sort of save them for that so they've got options into the future. Same with this one, that's got to go. This one is just blue and I think no. Leaves I'm not sure about, so if I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or not, I'm going to leave them here. That's a blue leaf, so that can automatically go. Now, these ones I'm not sure about. They're all pretty big, which is good. That one's probably too small. That one I'm not feeling. That one I'm not feeling. That one I'm not feeling. Although I've got that. If I'm using this one, I might want to use 2 of those. So perhaps I will exclude that and then work with these. I think this is plenty. Okay, so I'm actually going to remove these from my space. I've already made the choice not to use them and I don't want to confuse myself with options. So they can go over there. And I'm pretty sure these are the same. Yes, so they can actually go away. I just find it better to have less options. Okay, so we now have the base, one of the base elements in our cluster. So I'm going to work with those. There were also some tags. This is just pattern paper, so I don't think I'll need that. What else have I got here? I did have, yes. So these collections often come with pretty big journaling bits. So let's look at those because they are quite large. What really matters? Orange I don't know about. This green's quite nice. The blue could be good. The blue could be good. The peach could be good. Okay, either of those could be good. I think that fits in there. That might be nice to use actually. Possibly. I think that one might be a bit big. It's nice because it's got the same kind of imagery. But one of the things that I've mentioned in the past is about not being afraid to cover things up, and like I'm getting better at it, but sometimes I think of things like this and go, oh, do I really want to cover all of that up? I think I do. And then I want maybe add in, so this one I could chop, I could just use the edge, possibly. Maybe we could go this way. Possibly. Like that. What I might do, I was going to stick that down, but I need to be able to lift that up. What I might do is add some tape just to hold it in position, because it's going to wiggle as I work. So I'm going to grab the smallest little bit of this tape and I'm just going to place it. It's not very tacky at all. So I think that'll just help that not to move on me. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so if I were to use this, like, I mean, I don't have the other part. I actually used, there was a tag that fit in there and I've used that on a different project. So I think I might use this. I do really like layers. Let's bite the bullet and chop this one. Let's be brave. And I'm going to chop this one maybe here so that I can use it like that. Yeah, we'll just add in some layers. Oh, there's green on the back. That's interesting. No, I think I like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit there. And then we might, I'm not going to center it. I'm going to move it. Actually, I should have done that the other way. Let's pull this up. Professional scrapbooker. This does come up pretty easily though. It's just, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's try again. Let's go this way. And put it. So if that's going to go, say, somewhere there, this is going to go about there, I think. I can adjust it. It is repositionable, which is why I like to use it. Now, I am paying attention to this area here. I want all these corners to be interesting. So I'm not going to place my photo so that it's lining up exactly there. I want to have it staggered or indented. Hope you can see that. So that's going to go like that. And I think I might just do this one. I don't want to do this edge because I might layer some florals in there. So I want to have access to being able to tuck things. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, and then this one we're going to layer at some point somewhere else. So maybe I might trim it and it might go there. Or I might put it up the top here. Would have to come in a bit. I don't know. Let's get to that in a moment. I do also want to add in these big clusters. So I feel like I've got some interest behind the photo and some extra layers there. So we can add these in now. I think this is going to be too big. I don't think I'm going to get, like, it's just going to fill up too much of the page unless I like layer it. And I think I want to save that. I've already been brave and used that big one. So yes, now let's see. Let's start with these two. So I kind of want one to go, I think the smaller one here, is that smaller? Kind of is, especially if I really tuck it in like that. Or should I go that way? Possibly. I think that extends too high when it goes that way. I feel like it sort of nestles in a bit nicer when it goes this way. What's going on back there? So maybe like that. I do quite like this edge. I like that it follows an interesting line. That's always nice. Yeah, and see how that's nice and tight. So what am I covering up? Because I do want to see, there's not really much to save. Sometimes I will, well, I suppose I could fussy cut out this pink one. Actually, and this one. Oh, it's probably too late for that. Let's fussy cut out this one. I might be able to tuck that in something else another day. Let's keep that for later. And then this can go in there like that. Yes, I like that. All right, so what we might do is put some washi tape on the back just to secure that in position. Like so. Yeah, see how that edge is interesting now? And now I know how much wiggle room I have this way because I know how far my cluster is going to extend. So if that goes there, somewhere there, and then, what is that? Oh, it's not stuck down very well, is it? Let's put another piece up here. Let's go here. Okay, right. We also need a title. I'm not sure. I'll find titling pages with me in the photo very difficult. I never know what to title them because you can't use, when I'm scrapbooking my daughter, I can use things like beautiful and, you know, gorgeous one. I'd feel weird about doing that on layouts of me. Yeah, I really like that. And now we've got a little bit of symmetry happening. We've got a flow. I really like that. I think that's good. Now let's do, actually, you know what? Let's very lightly, I might just grab some glue. This is what I mean. When I position things and I really like them, I don't want to lift it up. So I'm just going to tuck some glue in behind there. And it's made a bit extra trickier because I'm not sticking it to the background. So usually I'd just be able to stick it to the background. Actually, I feel like we should do the rest of this too. Let's get these out. Okay. Yes, there we go. So we've got one giant piece. That's good. That's looking good. I'm liking that. Okay. Now, title. What options have I got here? I don't mind remember. Remember could work. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so I've got remember, create could be nice. This is me in my studio, if you didn't realize. I spend a lot of time in here these days. What's this? Choose. Choose. Love you. Hello. Dream. I wish there was the word to. I do have in this collection, I do have some other pink Fresh Studio alphas as well, but I do have these because I could put Dream Big. That could be nice because it's like still a positive message. I really love my scrapbook layouts to have positive messages. But it's not like, you're beautiful. What's that? Choose. Okay, so I'm going to chop this off of this clear sheet. It's the only way I can audition it a bazillion times. Okay, so if that went there, I'd have it. Actually, I think I like that it, see where it's here, this line is like not broken. Whereas if I wiggle it down just a smidgen, I've got interest in this line now. So I think that's where that's going to end up. I might even, let's audition this first because I feel like I want to put it maybe down here. I'm going to take these center parts out because I do pay attention to what's behind there. What else have we got? Remember. Cute. Me, lovely. Lovely. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And then I think, yeah, I think dream. There was joy. Choose joy. This one I've actually used and pulled off. I think I auditioned it on another layout. There is choose joy. That could work. Let me see what this is like. It's nice because the joy is actually, these loopy words are hard to nestle in a title, because if you imagine a word underneath them, the letters get in the way. So the fact that it's the last word of the title is actually a good thing. And I'm not sure what other page I would use something like this. So if it works here, I'm kind of tempted to try and roll with it. I do think about that sometimes, especially with weird embellishments, if something just happens to work. There was a layout I did the other day where there was an owl on a scrapbook layout. It was a layout for back to school, and I didn't actually intend for that to work out, but it was a happy coincidence. I was like, you know what other layout am I going to find to put an owl on? Let's roll with it. If that was going to go there, see how that nestles in? I think we might do that. I think, and I've got a lovely line to line it up on. If I went there, choose, see that the eyes a bit, I might have to make it a bit tighter. Choose joy. So the flow's going that way. What I'm going to do, just so that I can get a really good idea of what it's going to look like, I want to be able to nestle this in exactly how I would position it. And I kind of want to move this down because I feel like that's a bit high. So I would put it much closer, something like that. Oh, look, it nestles in there. Maybe we could do that. Does it nestle in there? Let's see. Not as well. It does. Where did I have it? Was it there? Or there. That would work. Choose joy. And then we would need, maybe I would need a third element down there. It's kind of these loopy letters. Wondering if I even need, that dot, because I could go there. I know it overlaps here a little bit, but I think that still would work. What are these? I'm wondering if it's just a bit much. It's the loops. See, I have these, and there is a little bit of this dark blue in here, but you know what? We can bring it in too, because we had, well, there are other blue elements. We're just going to have to focus on getting those on here. See, there's this J. Actually, I've got these aligners. Let me grab those quickly. Got this little doodad. This is really good because you can position everything. And I think I want to use all capitals. Do I have a Y? Oh, I was going to say, please tell me I have a capital Y. I do. Yeah, I think the scale is better. I think this is just too, I'm going to struggle with it because it's too loop-de-loop. Okay, let's move that. Choice is made. Yeah, I feel like that's better. And then I can still, oh, it's because I put them too low, silly me. Let's try this again. See all the things that get edited out that you don't see normally? Such a professional. Let's scooch this over a bit. Yeah, that looks better. And then if that went there, so that is the center. I kind of, I think I don't want it centered on purpose. Either make it perfectly centered or off center it on purpose. And it's actually easier to off center on purpose, because if it's out, it's like, oh, it wasn't ever meant to be correct. I'm going to add, I love stitching over these puffy stickers, so I will go back at some point and add that. Yeah, I like that. They also work really well when they're flat to the page, so it makes sense to put them there. I do like this What Really Matters too, and it kind of fits with that title. I'm just wondering if it's a bit heavy for down there, but it could fit here. Look at that. Yeah, I like that. Let's put that on foam. I really like that. So this is just going to be about the joy that comes from being a creative person, and I guess I'm like super lucky because I get to do this as my job. So I will add, of course I will add some journaling about that. My journaling generally goes on the back or in little secret tucked in areas on the layout, only because I do share everything so like openly, like on social, and I do like to protect our privacy, so I don't like to share a lot of details online. Let's put that there. That looks really good. I don't mind that there's a little gap there. I guess it could be better if it was a little bit tighter. I wonder if I can. I don't think I can get that up now. That's okay. I think that's fine. And then that can go there. And I think what we'll do is I'll put some double-sided tape just along here. Yes. And let's nestle that in. Oh, I was going to say, what happened? It's because this went over the top. It went like that. I'm stuck. There we go. This is why I don't like lifting stuff up. I think we'll go. Oh, actually, I better watch that edge. Huh. Yeah, I really like how that looks. Let's go there. So I just made sure that the H was in between those words. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I feel like that's going to be fine now. And then we can build out these clusters a little bit more now. See how we've got the bones of the page? This is the point where I get happy because I'm not thinking as much about design because I know where everything's going. The beauty of keeping this separate too is I'll be able to add the stitching there. So what I'm going to do, I'll just add the tiniest little bit. I wonder if I should tuck that H or not. To tuck or not, I don't think it's going to go under there. Is it going to go under there? Probably not because I put foam under there. No, I think I'll leave it up. Okay, I'll just put the tiniest little bit of glue there to secure that because it isn't very sticky because I've auditioned it already so much. So let's just put a little tiny drop of glue there. I will stitch it. It will be secure. Okay, so that's that. And then I think I want to build this out just a little bit because this is going to be the main cluster. So I might just build this out ever so slightly. Yeah, I like that. I'm looking for, there was a little bit of a gap there. So I'm looking to like fill that space. and I'm looking at the lines of things. So I do quite like that this flower breaks that line that goes across, and I feel like we could add foam for that. Oops. Gotta run away. Let's put that there. Oh, I didn't put it in enough. I don't want to be able to see that. Okay, so that's just locked into position there. What else have we got to go? And we can still, oh, there are other elements yet that I haven't even pulled out the ephemera. And I'm thinking maybe we might be able to extend this one as well, like maybe. Out this way. So I'm going to go there. It doesn't want to tuck. What else we got? I don't think I don't know about these leaves. I'm definitely not that one. That one we're not using. I don't know about adding another one down here. Oh, what's that? That's some sticky. I think if we were going to add one down there, it would have to be something small. Maybe like that. Maybe. I wonder if this might be better. Just a leaf. I think even maybe something, I don't think it needs to be that big. Something like that might be better. Yeah, I like that. And see how I've covered up a lot of it? You've really got to be okay with that. I think it's the one thing, once you get your head around that and you're like, oh, that's, I think, when you can make really beautiful layered clusters. I really need to put something, it's sticking because I've got some tape there. See, there's tape there. Let's just put some washi tape over that. Washi tape to the rescue for everything. There we go. That's looking good. Did I glue that one down? No. Let's do that. Let's pull this bit off. Oh dear. Did that get it? Oh yeah, that's good. Perfect. Okay. Yes, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. And I'm actually going to have this close to this edge here. So I am going to run my stitching down and over the top of that. I'm not sure about whether I want to add the mixed media now. I get so nervous when I'm working with that. So nervous. Now I think we might put this here too. Just extend that out. So see how that line's really going this way now? Okay, what else do we have? There is some of these. This could be nice. Captured could be nice because I sort of do need something up there. It's a shame it's green. I feel like it needs to be not green. Celebrate the little wins. Let's see that one. I do quite like that. Let's see. This one, this side. I like bloom. I like celebrate the little wins. I like that it's arched actually, because the arch is replicated in the arch of this, which I know we've covered up a lot of. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there. I'm going to put some foam on it and then we'll be able to audition it. Let's put that there. And then it's going to stick up a bit. I don't mind that. I'm wondering if it should go this way. No, I think it just should. That's just about flow. I think that is nice. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue under here. Just lift that up. glue under there, tiniest little bit. And then I do quite like that. Oh, we do need a bit more foam for the top part of that. Now that I got there, beautiful. Yes, I like that. Okay, I feel like all of the rest of these might be a bit large. Might be a bit big. Okay, what else we got? So I'm excluding a lot of these because, like, what really matters, well, I've already written that there. Together is all right, but it's not a photo about being together. These frames are all a bit big, and I'm going with this rounded. This one's not bad. It could work because it's like mirroring that roundness. And I feel like it could be, oh, those circles might be all right too, actually. I wonder if we could get daring. And cut that. I feel like I would need to position it first. I feel like it's probably too big for down here. Maybe not. It's funny because I thought this one was going to be my main cluster, but I feel like your eye's going to travel down the page and then read the words. So I almost feel like this needs to be the main cluster. That's what I was saying. It came up in the cluster video that someone was saying, and I've seen a lot of the girls on YouTube create their clusters in advance and then put them on their layouts. And I actually feel like that is so much harder to do than creating clusters for your actual pages, because the page itself helps you know what to do with the cluster. I'm going to make that a bit tighter. Yep, that's good. You know, if I was making this cluster separately to this page, I wouldn't know to make it bigger. I would have made this one bigger. I don't know, it's a personal thing, I guess. I feel like if you're really new at them and you've been working on them with me in the series, that you should do them as part of your pages. I kind of want to mirror, I know it's just a little detail and I don't know if that's going to look any good. But we might be able to, actually, you know what? I think it's the fact that it's round. We might be able to find like a flare button or something, or even maybe like that. That's stuck to the background. I feel like I maybe won't do mixed media. If I was going to do it, I would do it behind there and maybe behind here a little bit. I'm just not sure. Okay, what else? I think that's everything. That's all that's in there. I think that works though. I think the circles are good. I do say repeat elements if you're looking for consistency across your layout. Repeat elements. We've repeated flowers and we've now repeated circular elements. This arch is repeated here. Kind of works, right? Okay, what else? I do have these. You Are So Loved. So I would never put that on a layout that's got me on it. I do have this little blue bell element. Gee, there's not many of these left. I might have to get another packet of these. I do love this collection. I might add that in, because we really don't have our layers yet for this cluster. So we've got our base, which was the big florals. We added in a couple of medium-sized things, but not really stacked in the usual way. It's like when you know the rules, you can then break them, right? I don't know about that. I feel like I need to follow the line of this. See how that's similar? I really want the texture, and I like that it covers up that little gap. I think that is its home. Yeah, I think that's nice. Okay, what else have we got in here? There's flowers. Is there any other texture? A peach. Can I get a peach on the page? Will a peach on the page make sense? Maybe not, but I feel like if it's part of the cluster, I don't mind that there. You can barely see it. It kind of does go into the cluster, but it does add an extra layer, which is nice. I do like this little vase too, but I don't feel like that's, no. I think I can exclude the rest of that pack. There were these, which I actually have not used at all, I don't think. So there's today, that could work, that could go up there. What else? Awesome, meh. Let's look. Family time, no. Happy days, that could work. That's that one. Oh, it's a bit long, I think. Happy mind, happy life, that's a bit big. Be you, let's see that. I'm not sure I'm loving these. They're a funny texture. Round is good, and I feel like it's too big. I feel like that's too big. Today works. I wonder, I think I might leave it. I think it's supposed to be fabric, but I want it to be sturdy, so I'm going to leave it on that backing sheet that it's on. Let's put some foam. Actually, I only think I need one. Let's do that. Now, do I want it out there, or do I want it? I feel like I might want it there. Or here, maybe. Oh. No, I think here. I feel like it's better that it's part of that cluster. Is that straight? Let's see. Did I make it straight? That's better. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else in here. I can't say I'm a big fan of these. They feel weird to me. I don't know. Thinking like maybe just an extra one of these tucked in here for an extra detail. I don't know, because that's very white over there. Maybe. And then it'd be kind of cool to put like the date, or oh, actually, you know what I might have? Might be nice to have that there. Is that centered? Oh no. Center that there, and then we could put like a little, no, that's too big. Might have a heart. I don't think I've got, I kind of wanted like a little heart, or, and I don't really have that. No, I'm gonna have to lift that up. I don't think I've got enough to fill that out. We'll see. I might have to think about that. And then, see, it kind of feel like it needs, oh, I've got that. I might even just leave that like separate. That would work because I've got now a visual triangle with these. So 1, 2, 3, or maybe here, that might be better. That's better. So you see, you've now got 1, 2, 3. Yep, I like that. Let's do that. And it gets rid of one little random orange flower, which I'm pretty sure at some point I would be like, what am I going to do with that? Okay, so I feel like that's good. I wonder if this is, oh, that's really stuck down now. Maybe that's a sign. I don't know, I do like the freshness of it. I think I will chicken out. I've officially chickened out. Is that straight? I guess it is. I guess it is. Okay, choose joy. And then I wish this collection had butterflies. That's the only thing it is missing. But I think we're nearly there. I do have this little box of butterfly elements. Oh, there's a heart. I wonder if that would work. I think that might be a bit big though. That's really old. This is very old Cocoa Vanilla. I don't think there's a date on it, but it's been kicking around here for some time. No. 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 Okay. This makes me so happy. Oh, I do like that. That works for the sentiment of the page. Maybe I can put that there. Maybe I can tuck that there. I don't know. I feel like... I'm not sure about this. I do like it. I feel like you need something on top of your photo to make your photo feel like it's part of the page. Oh, that might work, and it covers up. That might work. How about we do that? So let's put this on. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like a little thing that I have. I don't like the photo to be the top layer. I wonder, do you have things like that where you like just little funny quirks? I've got a bunch of them. Yeah, I think that's really nice. I think by the time we add the stitching, that's annoying me though, that choose. I wish I didn't glue that. Is that straight? I suppose it is. It's hard to tell because it's running writing. That is straight. Okay. And then I'm just wondering. Now see, anytime I add anything there, I think it needs the white space. I think I have to let that be. Now, for these flare buttons, I actually prefer the Express It tape. It's a little bit thicker than that other tape that I buy. And I feel like they need it. So I do use the foam just to kind of give something for the glue to stick onto, really. They came with foam, but these are pretty old. That's nice. I've got something really old onto this layout. Yes, loving that. And you know what? I think this is done. Does it need enamel dots, do we think? Unfortunately, we've only got bright orange and the pink. So I think maybe not. I think that's it. I'm going to add my stitching and I will take some close-up images for you and we'll be done. So plot twist, I did end up adding in some mixed media as well as 3 butterflies. You can see all the details in the close-up images right here. I know that creating clusters can be tricky even for more experienced crafters, and that's why I put these videos together to help. I'll link them right here so you can watch those next, and I will see you all again very soon. Until then, bye!